70?
30% is awesome, 70% is bullshit.
Really? What do you eat every day?
What people feed me and stuff I can eat that without me used to do what I used to do to steal it. I work out and stuff, and that's for me keeping myself together. I've been doing it since I was 9.
A girl just got right here?
No, last year, right there before.
Right there on that corner?
Yeah.
Saying that the women that come over, they don't want this nice body, they want to get high.
They want it, but they want, yes.
You got books.
Oh, wow.
You got books, you got lotion, you have all kinds of vitamins.
Like I saw fighting, I saw stabbing, I sadly saw suicide here too. So it's a lot of things what happens on the subway, or especially on the subway.
Literally, if he put it in your body, it would go all the way through. That's how long that knife was. Party's shaking, here we go to Skid Row. It's like 5:30, we want to be out of here by 6:30, so let's get this over with. So here I am at the world famous Hollywood sign. Is Los Angeles the home of the American dream? Is it the American paradise? Or is it a sign of the coming apocalypse? What am I talking about? Well, we have the richest neighborhoods in the United States. We have Bel Air with people driving around in the newest Teslas, Lamborghinis, and Porsches. But we also have the largest homeless problem in the United States. If you come to Los Angeles, be sure to come up to the Hollywood sign, because in one direction you get to see the fantastic sign in the Hollywood Hills, in the other direction, a great view of downtown Los Angeles. One of the weird things about Los Angeles that people aren't expecting when they come here is downtown actually isn't where it's all happening. Most cities, you're in Europe, you're in London, New York City, Boston, Berlin, downtown is where everything's at. Los Angeles, the downtown's kind of interesting, but everything's happening on the west side here, mainly in Hollywood. You get this view from one side, and if you come on a weekday, there's not that many people up here, you can get your great Instagram shots, do a little swivel around, and you get to see the Hollywood sign on the other side. And you can even hike up behind it. This is pretty much the closest view you can get to for your good shots and your good videos, but you can hike up kind of behind it and it's cool, but it's not a bad view, huh? That's it, it's real, no Photoshop. So I brought a friend with me to give you a European perspective on Los Angeles. Welcome, Dominick. Dominick, tell us who you are, where you're from, and why you came to Los Angeles.
So hey guys, my name is Dominick. I'm from Germany. I'm from Cologne, which is in the western part of Germany. I'm 25. I came to LA 5 months ago to become a private chef here. But I've been to LA for 7 years now and been to Hollywood several times. It's a nice place. You have so much to visit, so much to see. But on the other hand, it's kind of a sad reality because people think when they see Los Angeles or see Hollywood, it's just about the stuff they see in the movie, which is totally not. It's a dirty, filthy area and place, just to give you the honest view.
But this doesn't look dirty and filthy today, right?
This here looks amazing. That's the Hollywood sign we are right now. That's
this is the dream, this is the image,
exactly.
The illusion.
That's more the perfect illusion you get from the people and from the TV, what you see all the time. And that's also Los Angeles. There's a lot of parts which is beautiful, a lot of parts which is not beautiful. It's hard for Europeans, I would say, especially for me, to see this area here. Because you have, I would say, so much poverty and sometimes trash and all the stuff right next to the most beautiful things, like when you go to Bel Air and you have a lot of nice places, million-dollar mansions, and right next to it you have so much homelessness and so much dirt.
How much of Los Angeles, what if you had to give a percentage, what percent is awesome and what percent is a disaster? Would you say 50-50, 60-40, 70-30?
30% is awesome, 70% is bullshit.
Really?
It's about, it's just the areas which are nice are basically like just areas. Then you go out for like a block or two and you have a total different view. And then it can go all the way to like miles. It's like miles just trash something. It's miles just boarded up places, so much nice places, restaurants, stores, which is now closed up. When you go to the Hollywood Boulevard, you have miles of boarded up shops, which they were not that crazy boarded up years ago, before COVID.
Right.
And this is sadly now the reality of Los Angeles. It's still a nice place to visit, and a nice place to see and start, especially when I want to see the US for the first time.
Yeah, what do you think of downtown, which is where we're going next? Tell me about it.
It's a very interesting place to see, very interesting place to visit. Even there you have some nice areas. It's Grand Central Market, for example, there, which is a foodie spot. Since I'm a chef, I love this area. So much new restaurants and things you can see. But on the other hand, you have 1 block away Skid Row, which is the opposite.
So you're gonna go with me to Skid Row, right?
Yes.
Do you feel like we're gonna be in danger, or we're fine since it's daytime?
Since daytime, I think we should be okay, but you definitely need to stay alert about everything there. You never know what happens. I saw stuff going on there which is very violent sometimes, very weird, sketchy.
So if you had to take a guess who's gonna get stabbed, the American or the German, who would you guess? Why?
The German.
Why?
Because I'm lucky with this shit. No, we should be okay. I think no one will get stabbed or punched. But if I need to take a guess, I think it's me.
All right. Well, we're about to leave this paradise view, and we're gonna take the metro, which is even worse than the bus.
You will have a blast
of the real LA. All right, so let's get out of this little paradise corner and show you the real Los Angeles. I'm gonna take you on the subway, which is 10 times worse than the bus, to get to downtown Los Angeles. You ready? Let's go. Little stop at the Magic Castle. ¿Cómo te gusta ¿Cómo te gusta vivir y trabajar aquí en Los Ángeles? ¿Te gusta mucho o no?
Sí, sí, está muy bonito. Ha cambiado bastante.
¿Qué es la cosa que te gusta más de Los Ángeles?
Su clima.
¿Su clima, sí?
Sí.
¿De dónde eres?
De Guatemala.
Ah, ok.
Sí.
¿Es similar el clima, no?
Sí, más
Ok.
o menos parecido.
Ah, ok. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Juan,
Juan, mucho gusto. Me llamo Toby.
Toby, mucho gusto. Bienvenido a Los Ángeles.
Yo vivo aquí, yo vivo acá. Él es mi amigo de Alemania, yo vivo aquí, pero estoy haciendo un video de todos los Estados Unidos. Voy a hacer uno aquí y voy a Miami en la semana que viene. Voy a ver cómo es la diferencia. Entonces, dime, ¿cómo es trabajar en Estados Unidos?
Trabajar en Estados Unidos es muy bonito. La verdad que sí, porque hay muchas áreas. Tenemos oportunidad de trabajar y eso es muy bueno. Tanto para...
¿Y paga bien? ¿Paga bien más o menos?
Más o menos, más o menos. Ahora sí que, como decimos allá, que salgan para los frijoles.
¿Y cómo es la calidad de la vida?
Sí, bastante bien. A comparación de nuestro país, pues sí, totalmente diferente.
Okay.
Sí, sí, definitivamente sí.
¿Y cuando tienes un día libre, qué te gusta hacer?
Visitar los parques.
¿Sí?
Sí, hay muchos parques bonitos, hay muchas áreas recreativas, sí, bastante.
¿Quieres decir algo más de Los Ángeles, o para las personas que están viendo, posiblemente viven en otro país y quieren saber cómo es?
Pues que vengan a visitar Los Ángeles, especialmente el Castillo Mágico.
¿Sí?
Sí,
Ok.
que pronto lo vamos a cambiar.
¿Sí?
Sí, vamos a hacer un diseño diferente. Y pues ya que sean bienvenidos acá.
¿Pero se permite la pública acá o tiene que ser mágico?
No, ahí es exclusivo.
Sí, es exclusivo.
Sí,
Ok.
es exclusivo.
Muchas gracias por hablar con nosotros y gracias por su trabajo aquí. Bienvenido. ¿Cuántos años tienes aquí?
Como 15 años.
Ok, más que yo. Adiós. Que tengan buen día. Sadly, this is the place where another little piece of my heart went away. Janis Joplin died in this very hotel here in Hollywood. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Sights all over this place.
Approaching Hollywood and Woodford, followed by Hollywood and Wilcox.
So here we are at the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We're headed to the infamous subway station at Hollywood and Highland. Thankfully, it is a Wednesday, so it's not as crowded as it could be. So like I said, most people in Los Angeles drive, but I really want to give you the subway experience, because if you've ever taken the subway at any functioning city in the world, you've probably had a decent experience. I don't expect this to be, based on my last time here and based on what my friends are saying. Let's see if this subway is really the living hell that it has been purported to be recently. Let's see it with our own eyes. It's like when you get on the bus and the subway, certain times of day, it's either homeless or tourists. And the tourist is standing there like, it's just kind of funny. You see them right away on the subway, because the average LA person doesn't really take the subway or the bus if you can help it. Bye-bye. Seems okay so far, but it's eerily empty for the middle of the day. So you're in London, you're in Istanbul, any city, this would be just really crowded and full of people. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. Of course, the escalators are broken. There's nobody in here. That's either really good or really bad. Dead quiet in the middle of the day. Just dead quiet. Well, this is totally fine so far. It's just really empty. Honestly, this just looks like normal everyday people to me so far. I'm gonna be going from Hollywood and Highland, and we're getting off at Union Station, so it's quite a ways.
Like, I saw fighting, I saw stabbing, I sadly saw suicide here too. So it's a lot of things what happens on the subway, or especially on the subway.
So you saw someone kill themselves?
Someone literally killed himself on purpose. He was standing behind the yellow line and was screaming, was talking to himself. So I was just expecting he's like crazy and a homeless person. And then when the train was driving in, I looked away. Then there were already metro officials walking here, like normally walking. And then they just said like, everyone needs to get away. And so we need to get up. We need to get up, and they closed down the station basically. And from there, I think when I was upstairs, the fire department came, police, everything, and shut it off the whole. They shut it off the whole station. That was at Hollywood Western. Wow. And yeah, that's like a month ago. A lot of shit happens here. A lot of shit you see, sadly. But I was not expecting this. And I mean, who is expecting stuff like this? Let's be honest.
Right. Let's go. So here we are. Doesn't look too bad yet.
But it's kind of, I mean, it's 2 in the afternoon. Right. It's not that crowded. Everything after 6.
Okay.
After 6 it's getting more crazy, and everything after 10 you need to watch out.
Oh, right.
Literally watch out.
We just took the Los Angeles Metro subway all the way from Hollywood and Highland in Hollywood to downtown Los Angeles Union Station. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. I've been on this subway before, and it's horrific. There were people shooting up drugs. I saw a woman, but that was at night. So my friend's saying maybe in the day it's not as bad. It really wasn't that bad. There was a lot of cops, there were a lot of security, even some customer service workers. So I'm all right. So let's take a little stroll down the first street in Los Angeles and see what it was like more than 200 years ago. Founded in 1781, it was part of Spain because Mexico was not independent yet. So For the first 40 years at least, it was part of Spain. It ended up becoming part of the United States after the Mexican-American War. The other important points in the history of Los Angeles are basically when we got the railroad, when we got water, and when the film industry came here. After it became part of the United States, there was a gold rush in Northern California. And because of the gold rush, this was a stopping point along the gold rush, and it was a place where you would come and get supplies, and that basically made it grow. Then the railroad made it grow. But the problem is we don't have a very big river here. So there was not enough water to make the city grow to anywhere near the size that it is today, not even a fraction of it. So William Mulholland had to build a special way of bringing water here from the Owens Valley, and that was in 1913. So that's when you see this huge explosion. So it's very, very rare to find buildings built before 1913 in Los Angeles, because there just wasn't that much here yet. It's kind of cool because it's like a little bit of an outdoor theme park. They have a lot of these buildings recreated. Oh, look, this says right here, this house was the first brick building built in 1850. Wow. Like, do you think that door was lower? Or just really short? I bet it was lower.
I think it was lower.
Yeah. You know, as a lover of Mexico myself, I feel like I'm kind of there for a minute. So it's a cool place to come. One of the reasons I'm so fascinated in geography and history is because I have this way of questioning myself. When I look at the past, I think, what is it going to be like in the future? And what did the people in the past not predict about what the future would be like? So I'm putting my head in the brain of people who lived here in 1781. Do you think they would have had any idea what Los Angeles would become today? What did they envision? I really like this kind of building because I love Spanish colonial style. You can see those thick doors. These are very indigenous.
Yeah.
Tong Bakish, Agjachemen. They're very much, yeah. There's a really wonderful museum down here at the Pueblo Monument, which is basically Olvera Street in downtown Los Angeles, about the history of Los Angeles. It's a little surprise I wasn't planning on finding today. It's wonderfully done, it's free, and it's got beautiful exhibits that tell the story of the city. A couple things I'll share with you. Here we have the map of California, and so basically Los Angeles was settled because the Spanish wanted to spread their colonization north. So it says here, I find this interesting, 44 pobladores, 44 Spanish citizens traveled north from Sonora and Sinaloa. They were African, indigenous, and Spanish. 44 people that they got to come north from Mexico to establish this town. A little more than 200 years ago, so not very long ago, and look at what it's become today. It was so important for them to convert these wild and crazy Indians to Christianity that he was so obsessed with sin and getting rid of sin within himself that it says that he would punish himself with whips and other devices in order to rid himself of sin. So I imagine he also probably punished them. Pio Pico. If you live in Los Angeles, you know there's a huge boulevard called Pico, but I didn't know much about him. He was of Afro-Hispanic descent, according to this sign, and he was the richest man who ever lived in the area when it was under Spanish and Mexican control. And he's basically this really, really interesting example of kind of the disenfranchisement that happened when this conversion came from, it went from Spanish to Mexican to American. So they do a really nice job talking about his story. Here in Los Angeles, this was the last place of Mexican resistance to the Americans. So after the Mexican-American War in 1848, the United States absorbed 40% of Mexico, including Texas, New Mexico, Utah, Nevada, Arizona, California. And then a week before the end of the war, they found gold. Boom! It's so sad that we didn't leave more time for this museum because these exhibits are amazing and well done. I'm going to leave you with something you should come back and see, which is this wall of missing migrants. Wonderful, wonderful exhibition here with photographers that were actually on the migrant route. This is an actual piece of the Berlin Wall. I went to the Berlin Wall in Berlin. I was so excited to be able to get there. I didn't know we had one right here in Los Angeles. I'm like 5'11", right?
Et voilà, le continue, l'autre droit. Ok, continuez. C'est cool pour s'abuser. Ah, ok. Et moi, je m'abuse.
So glad I came down here with my friend because he chased us a ways. I don't know what he was wanting to do, but the funny thing is, like, there's goodness in everybody, right? Because another homeless person came up and was like, hey, is he bothering you? And he like provided this counterweight. So like, okay, I'm already shaking. Here we go to Skid Row. It's like 5:30. We want to be out of here by 6:30. So let's get this over with. Okay, shit. So like, we're not even to Skid Row yet. And I don't know if I'm completely crazy because I'm scared. I'm kind of laughing, but it was actually pretty scary. You see the cops come with, each of them have a gun. The guys are like this with their hands up in their car, and this is like within 2 blocks of walking from Olvera Street. So, I mean, I'm being completely honest, it's just my personality. I kind of laugh when I'm scared, but I'm kind of shaking a little bit. I'm still gonna go to Skid Row, see what we find there, but I feel like we got enough drama. Like, we literally just saw what my friend thinks is a sting operation. 2 guys got hauled out of a car at gunpoint and are being arrested. Yeah, so basically undercover officers had been following them.
And just when they were done patting them down, they just went into the car and drove off.
Wow, not the criminals,
No,
but the undercover.
The cars, the undercover cops.
So, do you guys think LA is safe?
Go that way, probably not.
This way's okay?
That way, a little. As long as you don't go down this other street.
We're going to Skid.
Yeah, man. Skid Row, probably not. Everywhere else.
Okay, we'll be fast.
We'll see. Have a safe day.
Told, do not walk in the direction that you're walking.
Here we are, walking anymore.
Thank God I'm not by myself. If you're watching this, it means I survived. So far, this doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, and my German friend that I'm with, who's been around here a lot, says it looks like it's maybe a little bit cleaned up. But of course, we did get chased already on the way here, and we did see a man get arrested at gunpoint already in just 4 blocks. So let's see what's in store in the rest of our little tour of one of the worst homeless areas in Los Angeles.
If you're alone, the people alone. If you talk something with people, the people maybe hit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when people, when come this store or other store,
It's okay.
It's okay, no problem. Inside or outside.
Where are you from?
From Asia.
Pakistan.
No, Jordan.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Nice, I've been there 2 times. I've been in Jordan, Amman, and I've been to Aqaba.
How was it?
Beautiful.
Yeah?
I love it there. I want to go back.
Can you tell us what it's like to have a business that's basically on Skid Row?
You know, for us, it's really hard, having these people around our area.
hard.
Yeah, it's really.
Is it getting better or worse?
It's getting worse because,
Really?
we have a friendly town that is, bringing more homeless to our area. And, because we have a lot of, shelters around the area, and that's why they're, bringing more and more people. So
What happens on a daily basis that you're like, ah? So when you come to work in the morning, they have their tents here, they have poop, they have pee.
Exactly.
Do they have drugs? Do they have needles, that kind of
a
thing?
lot of needles, just in front of our business, and that's really dangerous,
Okay, so my friend has been through downtown a lot, and he says he actually sees less tents today than he has in the past. So he thought maybe the mayor is cleaning it up a little bit. Is that not the case?
The city is cleaning once a week.
Okay.
No, I mean twice a month.
Okay.
And but they moved from this street, they moved to another street.
Okay.
And then when the city finish cleaning, they can come back.
So basically what happens is they move them out, and then as soon as that process is over, they move back. And the problem's not getting better for you. So you're leaving. In how you said in 2 years?
In about 2 years.
What would you say are some of the good things about downtown LA, if there's any left?
Oh yeah, Figueroa Street is improving a lot. It has very nice restaurant, very nice places, a lot of new buildings, and also new apartments for young people, for students, and I love it. That's why the weather also is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
can't
have
beat
to
the
visit here in downtown. Yes, for sure. We do a lot of nice events, weddings, birthdays, Beverly Hills areas.
What's the name of your store?
Our business store is Oxer Events. We have like 3 businesses here in Los Angeles.
It's called Oxer?
Oxer Event.
Can you spell it?
AXER Events.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have Kitty here.
Hello. Thank you so much for being so honest, and we wish you the very best with your business, whether you're here or in your new location. It's very lovely. Thanks for letting us in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tell us your name.
Start from over here.
Okay.
My name is Dennis.
Dennis.
I'm a homeless person, but really, I love being homeless this big time because I'm given a chance to show my opportunity of skills that I have learned in the past of people trusting you to work and to make a living in an honest way.
Okay, so you are homeless and you live down here. You were in prison, but now you want to help. You want to help.
I've been helping for the last 2 or 3 years.
You want to help by kind of sharing the story so that other people have a deeper understanding?
I want to help by sharing the story that we all in a predicament where there's nothing to be jealous of the next or enemies of the next person.
Okay.
So you have to realize and stuff, trials and tribulations are going to come. But if you're an alpha male or alpha woman and you make a decision, there's only 2 syllables involved, negative or positive. So you have to teach yourself inside, because the inside person is the evil person that wants to come out finally because they see the outside getting weak.
You clean up every day out here?
Every day, I tell you, all day and every day.
This is his home, and what do you call it?
Thug Mansion.
Thug Mansion.
I'm gonna show you why in a minute. On Thursdays and Saturdays, I'm their helper to set up the tents and put out the food and stuff so they can come feed us and give us clones. They park right here. I'm their worker. Yes.
You got books.
Oh, wow.
You got books, you got lotion, you have all kinds of vitamins. So Dennis, you sleep right there.
Yeah, that's why I'm sleeping. Me and my
Is that a mattress?
That's a mattress that Miss Crenshaw gave me.
Miss Crenshaw gave you a mattress, okay?
And I got 2 cats in there.
You got 2 cats? Okay. So like what kind of a door do you have? Like how do you get in and out?
Right there.
This is the door?
Right there, you slide through there.
You just slide around?
Yeah.
That way people can't sneak in.
Well, I'm not worried about mistake in. I'm holding 20-inch arms and stuff.
You have 20-inch arms in there?
Got,
Oh, whoa! Look at that! It's like that. Is that from working out?
I work out and stuff, and that's for me keeping myself together. I've been doing it since I was 9.
How many times a day? How many times a week do you work out, and how long do you work out?
I do 1,000 push-ups. I walk 40 blocks.
You do 1,000 push-ups every day?
Yes. They tell you. I'll start from here. 50.
Like how many in a row?
50.
Okay. Wow. What is the maximum push-ups you can do in a row?
I done hit 80.
You can hit 80.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps you looking like this. So you're saying that the women that come over, they don't want this nice body. They want to get high.
They want it, but it's prostitutes. It's prostitutes and whores out here.
Prostitutes and whores.
What people call them, but I don't.
Okay.
I don't call them whore. I tell them they're beautiful
Okay.
and stuff until they start getting too crazy and turning into the butch.
So what do you eat every day?
What people feed me and stuff I can eat that without me used to do what I used to do to steal it and stuff. Free food like bologna sandwich, peanut butter and jelly. Okay. Oh yeah. I had mama's chicken drumstick dinner.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I still got a piece left.
So like a freshly cooked dinner.
Yes.
So is it possible to find someone here to hang out with that doesn't do drugs?
I'm gonna hang out with. Yes, I got 2 white friends. Well, Santa Claus.
You say you have 2 white friends that don't do drugs?
Well, I have 2 white buddies that come in. I have 2 black friends. I have plenty of friends that don't do it. But it's just the ideal. It's not the fact about a person.
Right.
It's the fact about I learned. Because I'm
Right.
be 63 in October.
You're 63?
I'll be 63.
You look great.
October. 10/21/60.
You came here, you came from a bad place, and you basically looked out at the world and you said, I'm gonna try to do something to lift myself up. I'm gonna try to give back. I'm gonna help clean up some places, and did it come back to you?
Yes. Look, when I get all the clothes and things I got in there,
Yeah.
used to be when I used to sell drugs. I used to sell drugs for materialized things and stuff like that, and stuff, and risk my life of being in relationships or either free.
So let me ask you this, Dennis, because this is what people are going to ask. They're going to say, well, do you want to stay living here, or would you rather have a permanent home?
I'd rather have a permanent home, but I don't want a permanent home. Guess what I want?
What?
A building that's empty and still live in the back of it. In the front, I can run Johnson's Barbecue House. You need no teeth to enjoy my beef. We barbecue burritos, dip fry. We're hooking up second phones. We even have a car wash over here. We selling T-shirts and all that type stuff.
You've saved someone's life. You're trying to have a positive. A girl just got right here.
No, last year she right there before.
Right there on that corner.
Yeah, I came out. She kept on saying no, no, no. And stuff. A guy ran off. I never knew what color he was. So it's not what you think that's in.
So a woman got in this corner. Like what time of night?
Midnight. Way at midnight. That's the corner where people pee and boo boo.
Was it a homeless person that got?
I don't know if it was homeless. I just heard say stop me. So if I hear any woman, like, okay, let's put this. If you and your wife or your girlfriend was arguing in the street and I'm just standing at the bus stop and y'all right messing me, and I'm gonna let y'all argue, but as soon as you start pushing on her and stuff, I'm like, come on, brother, don't do that. You know why? Because I'm a man.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Dennis. We appreciate you too. This guy looks like he's gonna have a good barbecue tonight, and I'm a little bit jealous.
Yeah, right.
I take it back that Hollywood's a little bit worse because, like, we've been walking for blocks and it just goes kind of on and on. It's like block after block after block. It's not like fully packed with tents, but every block is tents. It's like a neighborhood of tents. It's taking care of the bike.
It's a nice bike.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice tent, actually. Are we walking further away from civilization? Like it's gonna be harder to get back the further we walk?
Yeah, right?
Okay.
It's like you're more like walking.
So we just keep walking. It's block after block of the same type of thing. And it's getting dark. I don't really wanna be that far from like where I can catch an Uber because I've actually talked to Ubers that say they won't go to certain areas. So I think it's time to wrap this up. I've had a really interesting time already checking out Skid Row and some of the worst neighborhoods of Los Angeles, getting some different perspectives. Let's get out of here.
I'm a Jew, I'm a survivor, I'm living proof Narcan death.
So this one just goes on and on and on. It's scary, there's tents everywhere, and right behind me, in the middle of all this poverty, is one of those new condos going up, or apartment buildings, where they're gonna ask for at least $2,500 to $3,000 for a one bedroom. So nothing could describe what's going on here in Los Angeles better than an unaffordable apartment building being built basically right on top of where the homeless tents are sleeping.
I hope at least. And I know that there's a lot of these missions.
They're much more calm. They're getting food. They're getting.
Oh yeah.
It's called the U.S. Bank. Yeah. US Bank Tower. Used to be called the Library Tower. Yeah. It's actually a beautiful police station with a mural, but it looks very interesting. Like even when it was open, they had to put these sharp rocks here so that nobody would sleep here. They actually made it look really pretty, and it matches the building. So somebody has some ingenuity here. Seriously. All right, so we've headed out of Skid Row. We're back into downtown, and we're gonna catch the subway back home to Hollywood. But I just wanted to comment that we are still in downtown Los Angeles, even though we've left the Skid Row area. It's getting really quiet, so everyone leaves here at a certain time of day. ¿Vendes gallinas? ¿Dónde vendes? ¿Las vendes?
Allá en la esquina.
Oh, ¿hay una tienda o solo en la esquina?
Hay una tienda.
Pero esos son para comer, ¿no?
No.
¿O para mascota?
Para mascotas.
Dice que se ve deliciosa. Ok, gracias. From the 7th Street metro station here in downtown, it's actually really pretty. It smells really bad. It smells very, very much like a homeless encampment. No, not if he's not there. No, I don't think if he's gonna go. Okay. A guy just got on the bus with a huge knife and pulled it out right next to me, saying, "Who's saying my name?" Of course, we weren't even videoing. We were just chatting amongst each other. We don't know what to do because, like, I got off, now he got back on. He's not chasing me or anything, but someone else went to get the police. And literally, this huge sharp knife pulled out of his pocket. Totally shaky. Like, I'm getting too old for this shit. We thought maybe to get some footage on the metro, but there was nothing really interesting going on, so I had my camera off and sitting on my lap. A homeless person got on, he was acting kind of crazy, but you see that all the time in Hollywood. Didn't think anything of it. I'm sitting there, I'm not filming anybody. There's no possible way this person could have been instigated because I wasn't filming when he even got on. Like, nothing. I'm chatting with my friend, a guy that was really friendly, chatting with us had just gotten off. So, oh, that guy's graffitiing. That guy's literally, like, where am I? Like, what is going on? The guy literally just tagged the wall right in front of us. Oh my God. There's like nobody down here, so I think it's just better just to go upstairs. Completely empty subway station, now I see why. It was actually fine during the day, we didn't have much of a problem. My friend said it's really bad at night, but he was like, yeah, 10, 11 o'clock. Oh my God. 8 o'clock on the subway, sitting there, not filming anybody. My phone is under my hand on my lap, and this guy comes up. You can see him in one of the videos. You don't see what he does because my phone wasn't on, but I videoed him a little bit later when I was running away. He comes up and he's like, yeah, who's saying my name? But he also said something like, who has my phone? He's like this. And I'm like, oh my God. So I jump and I'm like, I put my hand like on my pepper spray because you have to have pepper spray in Los Angeles or you're just an idiot. And I'm like grabbing it and he goes over to my friend and he starts doing the same thing. And I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Then he takes a step back, pulls out a red-handled knife with a blade this long out of his pocket and starts like jerking it like this, saying, who the fuck's saying my name? Who's saying my name? And looking around at people with a knife that literally, if he put it in your body, it would go all the way through. That's how long that knife was. There's nowhere to go. It's moving. So my friend didn't even know he had a knife. I kind of gave the signal to get up and leave, and I walked to the other end of the car. Thank God the crazy person didn't follow me. I don't think he was necessarily targeting me. I finally gestured to my friend. He finally came, and I was like, he has a huge knife. We finally got to the next stop, and I'm like, look, if this guy stays on, we're getting off. If this guy gets off, we're staying on. And this guy's like, no. He went and told the guy running the train. He held the train. I guess eventually the guy figured out what was going on because he ended up getting off the train, and someone said the police were going to wait for him at the top, but I highly doubt the police are going to do anything. Honestly, cannot think of a time where I've ever been more scared. Definitely I will never go on the subway again after like 6. Yeah. I've been on the subway in Mexico City. I've been on the subway in Guadalajara. I've been walking around Mexican cities at night. I have never, ever in my life felt more unsafe than I have here in Los Angeles, ever. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Won't you just take